Now, most of you already know that NIO for the month of March, they delivered total vehicles of over 10,000, which is something that, of course, though to some others it was not good, to others it was not, they didn't cause any panic, because we know that NIO had already given us their Q1 guidance of the total deliveries they expect to deliver of between 31 and 33,000. Now, one of the things that, of course, I liked about their March deliveries was the, of course, recovery we saw in the kind of sales they generated in Europe, because in Norway, most of you already know that, of course, Norway NIO in March, they delivered total vehicles of around 93, which was 283% when you look in the previous deliveries, or when we look in the February delivery. So that was amazing, because you will know that in the Q4, in the 3 months for the Q4, NIO was that company that in Norway alone we're seeing them reporting vehicles of over 100. Now, to get to see NIO for the very first time in 2023 heading towards or reporting almost 100 vehicles for the month of March really made me to be excited, because January and February NIO did not even deliver 100 vehicles in Norway alone, which is something that was a concern. Now, to get to see, of course, a recovery or a 285% recovery when we look into, or when we compare the deliveries they reported in February, was amazing, and it is something that makes me think that Norway will continue doing well in terms of sales. Now, Norway is not the only, of course, destination in Europe where NIO did well in terms of sales. Germany, ladies and gents, even sold more than Norway, because Germany for the month of March, they sold around 122 vehicles, which was 840% up when comparing to the kind of cars they reported in February. So this is something that is incredible, because Germany, ladies and gents, you will know that this previous month we saw, of course, the Germany opening their second NIO house, which I guess right now to me makes sense why NIO did open the second one there, because Germany, I think it is expected to sell much better and deliveries than Norway. So the fact that we are seeing, of course, Germany, or we saw Germany surpassing Norway in terms of the deliveries, it is something that must just show you that it looks like Germany might start selling more cars than in Norway. Though Norway deliveries are still very good, the way we are looking, or the way we are seeing things, it looks like Germany might start selling more cars, or overall we are going to see Germany selling more cars than Norway. But it is also to be noted that Norway is selling good deliveries of the NIO cars. Now, of course, you will know that not only is NIO selling their cars in Germany and in Norway, but they are also selling their cars in, of course, Netherlands, which obviously, as seen on the screen, you notice that in Netherlands for the month of March, NIO sold 15 cars, or 15 vehicles, which is of course good when looking to the kind of cars they had sold, or to the forecast they had sold in the month of February. So we are seeing NIO sort of like recovering in terms of sales in Europe, which is something that obviously, especially looking at the fact that NIO will be introducing 5 new models into their existing N2 2.0 cars, it is something that makes me to really wonder the kind of sales we can see these European countries that NIO is currently selling their cars producing on a month to month, which is something that is making me not to be able to wait to see the kind of deliveries they will be producing. Now, before we forget the house rules, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, I really appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you are enjoying that content, or the content that I'm giving you about NIO delivering some, or seeing a recoveries in terms of NIO deliveries in Europe. So if you are enjoying, please hit that likes button. If you have not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button and click that notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. NIO is one of the stocks that we discuss a lot on this channel because this is a stock that it dominates my stock market portfolio. Now, yes, we saw, or we are starting to see, of course, a good recovery into the NIO sales in Europe and Germany. It looks like in the month of March it was the leader when you look into the deliveries, because Germany delivered total vehicles in March of around 122, followed by Norway, and then came in third by, of course, Netherlands. So Germany, ladies and gents, I personally believe that, as I said, I believe that this is an EU country which will really do well in terms of sales, and I believe that it will continue to lead, especially that with Germany, you will know that, of course, the same cars that you find in Norway are the same cars you find in Germany. I mean, in terms of course, especially the 85, Germany started selling the 85 end of course, March, which is something that might be the one to make Germany to even put a gap or increase the gap between their deliveries and that of Norway. And I think, of course, the 85 in Norway arrived somewhere end of February, beginning of March, which is why we are seeing, of course, a boost into their deliveries, because in the month of March in Norway, I think the 85 is the one that sold the most vehicles, which is something that is incredible. Now in Germany, the 85, ladies and gents, they started selling it end of March, in fact I think on the last day of March, and that, ladies and gents, might mean that in the month of April we might see Germany delivering a lot of the 85s, which that might seriously boost their deliveries in April. So I'm very excited by the kind of numbers that are coming from Germany, because Norway has been that country, of course, in Europe in 2022 that has been doing so well. Now, this one thing that to note, or that you must note, is that Norway, this does not mean that Norway won't be, or Norway is not doing well, or it won't do well. I think Norway will still continue doing well and report or deliver more vehicles than the ones they reported back in 2022. But I just think that the more we see more NIO models going into Germany, the more we are going to see Germany starting to deliver a lot and lots of course, these NIO cars, because I mean, you will know that in Germany, I think clients only had access to buy only two models. I think it was the ET7 and of course the EL7. Now with the 85 there, with the of course EC7 soon, which will be, I suppose, getting there probably around Q3 Q4, and the other, or the NT2.0, ES8, ES6, and all these new models coming into Germany. I believe that Germany, ladies and gents, we are going to see some time very soon, or before the end of this year, them generating or reporting at least 1,000 vehicles on a month to month. I think very soon we are going to see Germany reporting around 1,000 vehicles, provided that all of the NIO models, of course, that which they will be having by the end of the first half of this year, they are there, or they are available in the German market. So I believe that if we get to see that, we are going to see, of course, Germany reporting around 1,000 vehicles on a month to month from all the NIO cars which they are selling. So yes, I'm excited to see, of course, Europe recovering in terms of sales, or in terms of the NIO sales, and I hope to see more recoveries as the year unfolds. And I think my bet in Europe, or in NIO looking at Europe, it's of course in Germany. I think Germany has got a potential to do way more than what we are seeing, of course, in Norway. Norway, it's still a country where they are still going to do or sell more cars or good NIO vehicles, because I think the penetration of EV in Norway is more than in Germany. So Norway is still a very good country where we are going to see NIO doing well. I think NIO was a strategic, in fact, to start with Norway than in and not Germany, because Norway, like I say, EV penetration is more than in Germany. Yes, we know that Germany, by the end of by 2030, they plan to see around 30 million units or EVs in their roads, which is something that obviously it is going to make companies like NIO flourish there, because we know that these are the companies, or NIO is one of the companies that is seriously making sure that they establish themselves in Germany. So I cannot wait to see the kind of sales that Germany will produce going to the end of 2023, and together with all the other European countries, because like I said, or also the other European countries when you're currently selling their cars are sort of like recovering when it comes to sales, which is why I'm hopeful that we get to see also an increase, of course, from those countries when it comes to the NIO sales. Otherwise, with all that, I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates as to what is it that we saw from when we're looking at the sales that NIO generated in Europe. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.